Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Syracuse's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is. Let me tell you about him. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. Going to have to be really careful trying to cover that.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Hey, listen, quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Syracuse right back at it. On third down, going up top. Got a man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands. It's the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Longhorns offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on its way. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself... to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. Touchdown, Texas! And they score first. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cuse.
What a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Looking for space. It's Hester. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll knock him down.
Listen, in these situations, it's so hard to push the ball down the field because the defense is playing pass. We bring in more DBs. We're dropping deeper in our coverage, and we're making you throw the ball underneath or run the football. Nice job by the running back. Listen, he got good yards. He didn't get the first down, but now he's in a situation where third down becomes something where it's not predictable. Now it's a situation where they're
running toward the tape. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he tags on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Penny. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Batonio. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking to pass on second down. He looks that one in nicely. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed that one, some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make make sure you're set up for a good third down.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Texas! What a catch and run for 6. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Texas 21, Syracuse 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Still running up at 40. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To throw, it's Penny. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. That's caught. It's Beebe. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They want to throw it. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Texas offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Back to pass, it's Penny. Got his man on the outside. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now improvising. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football.
Wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that.
Makes the score. Texas 35. Syracuse 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Handoff from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. To the air, it's Petty coming after it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in the 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Makes a move. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snags it. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point. Another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
Syracuse 14.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're setting up the screen, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Gets it out fast. Obliterates him, still on the move. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Penny. Gets rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Complete to the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Dances away from the heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to pass. Quarterback moving. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game 1, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He's going to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. 1st down for this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Here's the handoff. Shoots his way for more. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.